said a few minutes ago, some of you guys are weirdos. But if you go to a concert, you're not the weirdo anymore. The security guard's the weirdo, because he's just dressed normal. Everybody else is dressed, in some other way that they look like the band. And all of a sudden now, you're not alone, you're now joined together with a whole bunch of people. And that's the beauty of art and music. It allows you, here in San Diego, to travel to, I don't know, Florida or Paris or Bogota. And if you're wearing a t-shirt for a band, somebody else sees that t-shirt and they're a fan also, you're now instantly connected in a way that you never would have been before. You don't even have to say words, you can just look at each other, both wearing similar shirts, and just like, And so this is the beauty of art, that it brings us together in these ways so that we don't have to feel so damn alone all the time. I don't know if any of you guys, maybe there's a song or something that is about you, like an artist, Like it's not about, you never met them before, maybe they've been dead for 20 years or whatever, but you still know the song is about you because it's too damn clearly reflective of your life to not be about you. Maybe you've never met that person before, but somehow you're connected to them because you realize that there's a shared human experience. And the ability to make those kinds of connections, those shared human experiences, is exactly this thing here. Being able to communicate the things that are important to you, or at least they seem important to you. And once you can make these things that are important to you manifest in the world in a way that other people can understand them as well, now you're connecting with people. It's like, I don't know if there's anybody in your life who you listen to them talk. You just like listening to them talk. I have a former professor who's like this, Professor Richards. I just like listening to Richards talk. I used to sit there, and I don't care what the guy says. He can start talking about how we need to, I don't know, make paper airplanes out of the blinds and the windows. And I'd be over there pulling the thing down like, how do we do that? Let's make this happen. There's something in the way that he talks that's unusual. It's powerful. It's insightful. It's articulate, but it's also true. There's something about it. Maybe you can't put your finger on it. Those are the people in your life who are going to be incredibly important to you because they're going to show you that there is a clearer way to express yourself and to be known. It's one of the beautiful things about, like I said, about reading writers. I've read Carl Jung, a whole bunch of Carl Jung. I know Carl Jung. If he walked in here right now, I could sit down and have a long conversation with Carl Jung because I know him. I know his life. I've read it. Shit, he has a book called The Red Book where he talks about slipping into almost a psychosis, where he goes crazy because of the ideas that he's thinking about. And he talked about how he's able to come out on the other end of it and how he did all that. He journaled the entire time. It wasn't like afterwards he said, let me explain how I did this. He's going through all of these things. And I can read what he's writing and I can say, ooh, I've been there. Hey, even though this thing was written in 1949, were you watching my life right there? Because that's exactly something I went through. And so it creates this connection. And then of course, art is a way of doing it as well. Music, it can be so incredibly articulate. It can explain things so clearly. Maybe that's the reason that you like an artist. Because you just like listening to them talk over a track, sing, whatever. Even talk with a guitar over a track, whatever it is. And it gives you a sense of communication so that, again, you don't feel so goddamn alone all the time.